Guys, I thought I mentioned, well, I think I did anyway, doctors. Basically, dollars for doctors. I think that's one of the phrases they use. If I can find my little mouse here, wherever the hell it went. Oh, it must be way down there. Oh, there it is. Okay. I got a white mouse and a white background. How cute that is. Alright, now let me bring this down to a reasonable size. You know what, let me just close it for a minute. Shut it down for a second. Doctor's Rewards. That's what it is. Doctor's Rewards. Dollars for doctors. Doctor Rewards. Let me open it back up again. Now, let me see if I can full page this. Because I want to... I'm using the mouse pad, which I hate. This is the computer I blew the USBs on, so I have to use the pad, and I hate the pad. Okay, there's no way I'm going to be able to open this up all the way. Let's zoom in here for a minute. If you guys are interested.
KV0TPZ, North American.
This is... As soon as I get this zoomed in, I'll turn the radio down. Okay. This is basically doctor rewards. Dollars for doctors. This will let you know if your doctor is making any money on the scripts that he supplies to you guys, that he writes for you. You know, if he's giving you medication and he's making money on it, well, is he giving it to you because you need it? Is he giving it to you because it's really not going to bother you one way or another, but he makes money on it? Or is he strictly just giving it out because he's making money on it? This here kind of lets you know. So you put in your town, you put in your state, you type in your doctor, and that's basically how it works. The problem being, though, is I can't seem to get the whole thing in here. So let me, okay, that's the back part. And hopefully you guys, let me zoom in a little bit more. I'm going to try to do this in two parts here because the address bar just isn't long enough. Don't want to focus there. Okay. Bring it a little bit more. We want the focus. 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 Okay. So it appears that search is the last part of the string. So now if I can move it over here, and this one starts basically at dollars. So let's back it up now. Alright, it's not too bad. So being the last part, starting with strings, and this is basically the front part.
Write1's going to be in service 7097.
Now the dollar, the D, that fungal. The dollar over here, you can partially see the dollar when I did the backside. So it's dollars is how it kind of goes together. And it's HTTP, as you can see. HTTPS. So guys, if you are interested, it'll kind of let you know what's going on. None of my doctors are actually collecting on this. Now this is only one website. There's a few of them out there. I had a couple of them actually, but this one seemed to be the one that, in my opinion, was worth keeping. And little Tucker's running around here going cuckoo. So, but so that's where it's at. Now if I scroll down, it'll tell me what doctors are in Brantford that's making money. So the first one is Michael. He made $44 so far. Jersey, Chain, he's made $164. James made $892. So it gives you a whole list of the doctors in your area that's making money. Now, I check this periodically. Here's another one. Joseph Yo. $2,246. This guy's writing a lot of scripts. He's a gastro. Okay, now that's something, I guess, you know what? You can very easily, because I have acid reflux, and you can very easily write a script that's not going to bother you either way if you have it or not. So light of a dose that you're never going to know, and you're just going to take it forever, and they could be making money on that. Okay? But here's a guy that I wouldn't trust if I had to go to this guy. Now I can click on it to find out where he is and all that. Here's another one down here. Henry Cabin. And $3,124. Another one down here in Brantford. Whoop, come on. At the Brantford. Antonio. $4,000. See, these guys are making big bucks on the pharmaceuticals.
Does anyone know this head data is AF7FS?
Because the pharmaceuticals pay these doctors to write scripts on their medicine over others. Now, Norman, he's a dentist. I know this guy personally. $228. All right, now I'm going to leave it at that. So at that point, that's where we're at. So here's a list of the doctors in my town, and my doctor's not on there, by the way. Doctors in my town that are collecting money from the pharmaceuticals for writing out scripts to give their medication out. So like I say, you go, you put in the address, you go to the website, and you put in, like in my case, my town, my state, and it gives you everything you need to know. Wow. Just for the heck of it, I put in New Haven. Now, New Haven is where Yale is things. So there's a lot of doctors in New Haven. There's probably 2,000 or 3,000 of them. But here's one. $30,500. $24,800. Let's see what else is down here. 2,000, 1,000. I'm just rounding these off. 4,000, 5,000. 5,000, and that's on the first page. And the guy that did 40,000, I can't even pronounce his name. Akma something or other. Let me see if I can find him again. 40,000, 30,000. There he is. Yeah, right. I couldn't pronounce his name if I tried. So. And then the other guy is John. He's a gastroenterologist. See, I'm telling you that they seem to be making big bucks. 24,800. Again, they can give you something that does hardly nothing at all. That's not going to bother you one way or another. And say that's it. That's why I don't trust them too much. You got to read your own body as well. But you can't be stubborn. You gotta be true to yourself. If you need it, you need it. So, but you gotta really pay attention.